Hi guys, how we doing? Hope we're keeping well in this run up to Christmas. Hope things are alright where you are. We're back with another spooky reaction. We're going to go back to Slapped Ham's channel. This one's scary videos, chilling moments caught on camera. Let's hope there's some stuff we haven't seen prior. Some good spooky stuff. If you wouldn't mind, pop by Slapped Ham's channel, drop him a sub, and hit the thumbs up on the original video. The link is in the description. Be grateful for that. Show the original content creator some support. While hit the thumbs up on this video, share it around, leave your comments, sub if you haven't already done so. We're trying to draw some traction in. We're grateful for all the support. And in the meantime, let's get the cans on, give it a watch, and let's hope we get scared.
How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham. You're about to see some seriously freaky videos, so hit that subscribe button and get ready for more scary content. Just like this. TikTok user amazingly_Lou usually posts wholesome clips about daily life and her dogs, Peanut and Coco. But in mid-October 2025, something happened inside her home that left viewers uneasy. It was just before 3 AM, Lou was sitting in her living room, quietly reading a book, while her Labrador Peanut walked around the room. Everything looked completely normal on the home security camera, until something strange happened.
What?
Lou suddenly reacts as though something warm had breathed directly into her ear.
The fan's not on.
But it's what happens next that sent the clip viral. See if you can spot it. As Lou stands and moves away, a small bottle on the table beneath the TV suddenly tips over on its own.
I was watching the curtains and stuff, I didn't see them. Didn't know.
No one touches it.
She did seem to look at it there.
There's no indication of a draft. It simply falls.
Was it already moving when she... I don't know, she seems to look at it just as it, like, just before it falls.
The footage racked up millions of views, with commenters debating what Lou actually encountered. Amid comment section speculation, Lou posted a detailed story time update to clear the air.
So since the videos that I posted in TikTok went viral, I think I owe you guys some story time.
She explains that she wasn't reading a Bible, as many assumed, but an ancient history book she was really engrossed in. Around 2:55 AM, she felt a warm breath against her ear, not a voice, just a deep exhale right beside her.
It was not a whisper, but it was just a breathing. Something that was breathing dito sa ears ko.
She says Peanut had been uneasy the whole time, even though she didn't bark. But the moment Lou felt the breath, the dog immediately moved toward the exact spot it happened.
My goodness, tail, like, it's not... So here, when I'm just watching where she's looking, because she sort of gets up, looks away, and then looks back at it. And then it falls. So she seems to be looking at that. And then it falls as she gets up.
Lou also addresses skeptics who say the whole thing was staged. She responds calmly, "I don't force anyone to believe what I experienced. You were not there when it happened." By the end of her update, she pans the camera to Peanut, calling her "my guardian angel," adding she isn't scared anymore because her dog is always by her side.
Here's my guardian angel. Now I'm not scared because I have this baby girl of mine that's actually protecting me. So there.
So what really happened in Lou's living room that night? A draft, a coincidence, or something standing
It
just
could have
close
been.
enough to breathe into?
I mean, initially I was watching this curtain thing and it does sort of move, but again, I'm assuming that's the front door. So if it's a noise or anything, then surely it could just be somebody outside, as it doesn't look that big a space. But it's more the way she's looking pretty much at this bottle, sort of half expecting it to me. I don't know. I could be wrong. Let us know if you think I'm wrong.
Her ear.
She sort of looks away and then looks back directly. I know she's getting up, but maybe not. I don't know. It just seems to happen just as she sort of looks at it, it falls over. Strange stuff. Let us know your thoughts if you think it's legit. I would like to believe in stuff like that, to be fair. For all the dog went over, it was just mooching about, to be fair. So I don't know, but let us know what you guys think.
What the? Why is it over here?
This next incident has sent the internet into a frenzy over the past few weeks.
It flew away.
I think I've sort of made reference. I don't know if we've seen a clip of this before or if I've just made reference to it, but it was a pretty intriguing story where a guy found this cylinder that he believed to be some sort of UFO or something, and he kept it in a garage and tried to. I think we might have looked at it. I don't know, but there's like engravings on it, and it sort of matches that of another UFO, like a spherical one that was found. But the engravings just look like they're not like you'd expect technology that advanced. It would all be engraved neatly and tidy and look immaculate, whereas this just looks like someone's just sort of fucking beveled it into the side of the thing. Apparently he was claiming lots of odd side effects and things while he was around it and stuff. But we'll give it a watch and see. Hopefully we'll get the full story.
Or flew right there.
Because it is intriguing, and like a lot of people have took a lot of
A
interest in
YouTube
it.
channel simply called James suddenly appeared
I
in
don't know
people's
why he's
feeds. And what it documented was one of the
being so
strangest
peculiar
unfolding
about-
stories the platform
I
has
mean,
seen
would you not
in
report
years.
it? Or...
And so, here it is. Okay, not trying to get too close to it.
According to viewers, the very first video, now deleted, showed James camping alone in the desert when a metal cylinder fell from the sky and crashed into the sand not far from his tent.
I mean, does that look like it's crashed or just been buried? Oh, I don't know. I think it would have been more of a straight impact. I don't know. That's...
James
It's all a
later
bit
re-uploaded
strange.
the
It's-
clip
I would
saying
like to believe in
YouTube
stuff
removed
like
the
this as
original
well.
for reasons he didn't understand.
Here we are. Right here, you can hear it humming if I go close enough. Kind of makes me feel weird.
In the footage, he digs the object out by hand. The
so
cylindrical
it is
shape
sort of
hums
buried.
softly, and James says he feels uneasy just touching it, even
Apparently.
nauseous.
Right here, you can hear it humming if I go close enough. Kind of makes me feel weird. But yeah, I think it's under here.
Over the next several days, he posts a series of increasingly intense updates. He measures the object, he films strange markings carved into the surface,
Yeah, so-
symbols he can't decipher.
They just, I don't know. You think if it was some sort of technology, this would be a lot neater than what just looks like somebody's fucking beveled it into the side of it or whatever.
He notes that only the ends are magnetic, while the middle has no reaction to magnets at all. He even claims the cylinder suddenly grew hot enough to burn him.
He tries,
feeling hot.
does all sorts of daft experiments with it.
Then things take a darker turn. Lights in his basement flicker whenever he brings the object near them.
That never ever happens, but first of all, that's gonna be annoying. Okay. Okay, there it is. I'm keeping it locked in this room. It's kind of like a dungeon. Stupid light. Hopefully it's just the light, not anything going on with this.
He reports nightmares, headaches, and a growing sense that the object is alive, but dying.
It seems like the thing is... It seems like it's alive and it's dying. It's vibrating in patterns and it's vibrating weaker and weaker each time, so...
In one update, James says the cylinder moved on its own, lifting slightly off the ground after he poured water on it. Another clip shows him driving home from work at sunrise, claiming a huge winged creature circled his car for nearly 5 miles.
There is something flying around my car right now shrieking. And I am terrified. I don't know what it is. I've seen it. It's like a huge black bat, is what I'd say. And when I slow down, I like hear it. It's like shrieking in the air. I'm just gonna be recording for a while and see if I can see it again. I think it's behind me, flying around, or up above.
Deep shrieking noises fill the audio as he films the dark sky through his windscreen.
This is insane. I'm hoping you could have heard that. I didn't see it or anything, but I heard it screeching again.
But everything came to a head during a YouTube live stream.
Hey guys, I'm here.
Oh yeah,
I'm
I forgot about
today,
this.
so
He sort of has a turn, doesn't he?
drill bit here.
After he tries to drill into the friggin'
I'm
thing.
gonna start with a small hole.
We
Go
might
bigger.
have watched bits of this prior. I know I've seen it.
James
Well, I
told
can't
viewers he
remember if
was
it was
finally
during
going to
one
drill
of the
into the
videos
metal
or just if I
object.
was just
Hundreds
watching
tuned
stuff.
in.
Drilling into it today.
I
If
think
it even-
I've done a reaction to this part though.
It's drillable. But yeah.
He starts drilling. Seconds later, a bright blue glow appears around the bit.
No, I'm sorry.
Apparently he disappeared after this and
The
nobody
feed
heard
goes
from him.
black.
All a bit peculiar, like.
For nearly 20 minutes, only muffled banging and strange mechanical sounds can be heard before the stream abruptly ends.
A weird noise though, and it's.
In the hours that followed, comment sections exploded. Some said James had passed out from fumes or heat. Others insisted he had been abducted, pointing to faint high-pitched whirring in the audio that sounded like rotor blades or metallic footsteps. People urged others to contact police. On 4chan's paranormal board, users debated whether the cylinder was alien technology, a military device, or a toxic waste container he should never have touched. Then, silence. For days, James didn't post, and speculation reached a boiling point.
Somebody can write these down.
The story took another turn when James finally went live again. This time,
so he
he
did
looked
rape it.
disoriented. He claimed he didn't know where he was and needed help.
My migraines. Oh, I don't even know what to do right now. I don't know how far away home I am. Oh, I gotta go. I gotta give this back, guys. This is not even my phone. I'm gonna throw this phone away.
It just happened to.
But many viewers noticed something odd. Instead of
Log in
checking
and stuff.
Google Maps, he chose to go live on YouTube and dramatically describe his confusion to thousands of
Yeah, yeah.
strangers. Critics
You don't have
instantly
to do
called it
much,
a
and
performance.
It just tells you where you are.
And just like that, the story collapsed. A few days later, James uploaded a short video
All of
admitting the
it.
entire thing was staged, a
Yeah.
fictional project he had been working on for fun.
I'm gonna have to end it and come clean with you guys. But yes, it was all a hoax. Completely.
I mean, it
Completely
was
a hoax from the
intriguing to be
start.
fair to him, but it was a bit silly.
I got 20,000 people to believe me, possibly more. A bunch of YouTubes make a channel on me, which I think will go down in history as something pretty funny, which is what I enjoy doing.
I mean, bits of it
making
were
people
sort of
laugh.
believable, to be fair, but that live
But even
stream
with the
bit was a bit
confession, many
odd,
followers weren't convinced. They argued that he was forced to recant, that someone made him walk back the truth to bury a real discovery. A sort of reverse Uno card to claim it's fake, so nobody keeps investigating.
Yeah. I guess that's all we really have today.
So what do you think? Was James fabricating a viral sci-fi saga from the start, or did he stumble onto something strange in the desert and then get pressured into calling it a hoax?
What is that? No,
It's
I'm
over.
sorry.
A bit of a Blair Witch ending with the black camera and the mumbling. It's, I don't know, it was intriguing, but there was bits, I mean, like I say, this part just was what turned me off from it all, to be fair. And the dodgy etchings.
TikTok user Yanami Kaela recently shared a strange moment caught during a family dinner right in the middle of Typhoon Uwan sweeping across the Philippines. Her family had gathered for a meal despite the storm outside. To capture the moment, the OP set her phone to record everything in time lapse. Then halfway through dinner, the power suddenly cuts out. For about 30 seconds, the entire
Proper
home
family
is
meal,
plunged
aren't
into
they?
darkness. When the lights flicker back on, everyone resumes eating as though nothing unusual happened. But when the OP reviewed the time-lapse later that night, something eerie stood out. During the blackout, in the kitchen at the back of the room, a shadowy figure seems to zip from left to right across the frame.
Not just one of the family, though.
Movement is quick.
Or just the
Some viewers think it's just
shadows.
time-lapse compression or motion blur. So what do you think? A glitch caused by filming during a blackout? Or a genuine shadow figure moving through the kitchen when the lights went out?
I don't know, it's... Could be anything that, like... It could just be, like he says, glitching from the time-lapse, the camera itself in the lights trying to adjust, or... There was something there, though. Good stuff. Let us know your thoughts on that one.
Here's a quick and eerie one. This
Fucking hell.
homeowner says they were home alone when they spotted something strange
Why
hiding
the
in their
fuck are
roof
you?
cavity. At first, it just looks like a dark patch.
Looks like a person huddled up. Hard to say, like.
But brighten the image, and a shape appears.
Looks like someone...
It looks like a figure crouched in the shadows watching from above.
That's
There's no
pretty
context, no location, no follow-up, just a creepy clip that's been circulating online with no
creepy.
explanation.
Class. Home Alone, by the way.
So what do you think
Creepy
this
as.
is? A trick of the light? Or was
It
someone
could
really
be. I mean,
hiding in the
there
roof
could be
that night?
Stuff just up in the loft or whatever, the loft space or whatever, or just rags or whatever. But creepy stuff nonetheless. I like that one. That's a good one. Good capture.
Dude, how scary is that?
Here's a weird one that's been trending this past week.
What the fuck?
Oh, dude. What the? She's crawling through all this. bro.
TikTok user Joseph Stalin Loves You was out
What?
building a fence on his property in Sacramento when he noticed something strange in the thick foliage nearby.
What are you doing?
At first, everything looks normal, just tangled
How did he
branches
spot
and
it?
shadows.
That's a creepy face,
But if
by
you
the
look
way.
closely, there's movement.
It's right there staring at me.
It looks like a creepy fucking face, that mind.
Dude.
Obviously
how
the twigs and stuff.
scary is that?
A woman appears to be crawling through the bushes.
God, dude. What the She's crawling through all this, bro.
Well, you get in there
It's
and have
easy
a
to
look.
miss, but once you spot her, it's undeniably creepy.
Oh my god.
There is definitely someone hiding back there.
Dude, how scary is that?
The clip blew up online, racking up nearly 1 million views in just a few days. Commenters debated whether it was a prank, a neighbor in distress, or something far stranger watching him from the tree line.
She's back in here trying to fucking find a way into my property.
As for the TikToker, he says he reposted the clip because the original was flagged and taken down, adding another layer of mystery. So what exactly was this woman doing crawling through the bushes?
That's mad.
Prank, prowler, or something else entirely?
Dude, how scary is that? Oh my god, dude. What the
It just,
She's
it's,
crawling
oh
through
my
all this,
god. Like,
bro.
there's no genuine fright or anything, but that's pretty amusing to be fair. Creepy as. It is a creepy face. Good stuff.
Here's another quick and creepy one. This footage, shared by TikTok user the
Fair few of these lately.
Dyer1987, shows something eerie.
Yeah, I said it's not a dash cam either. I thought more and more of them would be from dash cams, but this looks like somebody with an actual camera.
A woman
That's
in a
pretty
long
eerie.
white dress standing on the side of a rural road,
They seem to be
seemingly
ready for her,
in the
like-
middle of nowhere.
They seem to have the camera ready just in case, like.
In the original audio, the uploader claims you can even hear her whisper, "Please," as they pass. The family later said they were terrified, not because she looked threatening, but because the moment felt strangely out of place, almost unnatural.
But they had the camera pointing that way just in case.
Sightings like this tap into one of the most
that's-
widespread ghost legends
There
in the
we go again.
world, the White Lady. Across different cultures, the White Lady appears as a lone woman dressed in pale clothing, often along remote roads, forests, or bridges. She's usually tied to a tragic past, lost love, betrayal, or an untimely death, and her spirit is said to wander, still seeking help or closure. So what did this family actually encounter that night? A stranded traveller, a prank, or a modern glimpse of the timeless White Lady legend?
Scream set up this one, like. Unfortunately, I would like to believe in stuff like that as well, but that was blatant to me. Let us know if you think I'm wrong.
Here's a strange one, not a sighting, but a revelation that's shaken government circles across Canada.
I've seen quite a
In
bit about this
mid-2025,
recently as well.
Canada's chief science advisor released a landmark report called the Sky Canada Project. And what it uncovered is startling. Canada's entire system for dealing with UFOs or UAPs is essentially
Fucking
broken.
Snitch.
According to the report, for nearly 30 years, Canada hasn't had a
printing
proper
with
way
chalk.
to collect or investigate public sightings. Most reports simply vanish. Police discard them as non-offense calls. Aviation logs record them, but never study them. Military channels classify them and lock them away. A nationwide survey found that 27% of Canadians say they've seen a UAP, but 90% never reported it. Many said they wouldn't even know how. The report
pretty
also
high, though.
notes UAPs are now a serious aviation and national security concern. One of the catalysts was the mysterious object shot down over the Yukon in 2023, labelled internally by NORAD as UAP-23. All of this led the Sky
Imagine,
Canada
wouldn't it?
project to make one big recommendation: Canada needs a central, transparent, public-facing UAP office, ideally run by the Canadian Space Agency. A place where the public can report sightings, researchers can analyse them, and findings can be posted openly, similar to France's well-known GEIPAN program. The report also highlights Canada's forgotten UFO history from the Falcon Lake burns in 1967 to the Shag Harbour crash the same year, and even suggests that decades of data were lost when the National Research Council suddenly stopped collecting UAP reports in 1995. But perhaps the biggest mystery isn't in the skies at all. It's why Canada let this topic fall into a policy vacuum for 30 years, while allies like the US, France and Chile built formal UAP study programs. So now the question is, will Canada finally create a modern, open UAP office? Or will this report become yet another overlooked chapter in the country's long, strange history
I thought they haven't,
with the unexplained?
You think they'd be investigating it more so if they believe there is something there? Like, that's
My door just
unless
keeps
it's
opening by
him.
itself. Watch, here, look. Nobody.
This next clip comes from TikTok user My House Is Haunted 777.
Now watch.
So this
Look, let me
isn't gonna
close
be
this
a
door.
setup.
The footage shows a hallway in the OP's home.
2. Oh,
The
heck.
door begins to rattle.
Oh, heck no.
You can clearly see the door handle twisting as though someone on the other side is trying to open it, but the OP insists they were home alone.
My door just keeps opening by itself. Watch, here, look. Nobody. Nobody in this
Nobody can be
house.
stood at that side, like.
Nobody.
They open it, but there's no one there.
Oh, heck no. No. Okay, God. Look.
The dog seems to be reacting.
Nothing. Dogs barking and
Why
everything.
have we got...
Viewers
That dog's a
debated
bit
whether
big
this
for
was
that
loose
box, like.
hinges, air pressure, or something more unsettling, especially given how deliberately the handle seems to move.
No. Okay, God. Look. Nothing. Dogs barking and everything.
Guys, I kind of feel like
I'm not sure about that one, like, but the whole account name and everything just screams set up, like. But I feel sorry for that dog, though. Let us know what you guys think.
I should call
Oh,
someone.
here we go.
Here's
Halloween.
a strange one that's been creeping out TikTok. User, she's spooky, filmed something unusual from her bedroom window.
First, I thought she was waiting for someone, but no one has come, and there's nothing she's staring at.
That was Michael Myers for a
A
minute
person
there.
standing completely still on the sidewalk across the street.
This girl has been standing here completely like a statue, like this.
According to the OP, the girl had been standing there like a statue for over 15 minutes. No phone, no movement, no reaction to passing cars, just motionless.
There's a few of these doing the rounds as well. That's mad.
The clip quickly went viral, with viewers offering all kinds of theories. Some joked it was a glitch in the Matrix, comparing the moment to NPCs freezing in a video game. Others suggested the girl might be experiencing a medical episode, like an absent seizure or dissociative freeze.
Completely like a statue, like this, for 15 minutes.
Whatever the explanation, the eerie
This is
stillness,
weird,
combined with
like.
the quiet, empty street, gives the footage an unsettling edge.
Pretty
And
creepy.
there's nothing she's staring at. What the
Mad. Good clip.
Before we get to our last segment, remember to help us out by tapping that like button, leaving some comments down below, and sharing this on your socials. This is part 4 of our in-depth look at England's infamous Screaming Skulls. Today, we're heading to Greater Manchester, to a medieval manor house with a relic so feared it was once written into the lease agreement that it must never be removed. This is the story of the Wardley Hall skull, a relic tied to storms, curses, and one of England's most brutal martyrdoms. Wardley Hall stands in Worsley, Salford, and the skull rests in a niche beside the main staircase, pale, weathered, and infamous for what supposedly happens when you disturb it. According to old folklore, the skull acts as a supernatural guardian of the property, and removing it triggers violent retribution. The most famous story tells of a servant who tried to dispose of the skull by throwing it into the moat outside. Moments later, a ferocious storm erupted, sheets of lightning, howling wind, and trees torn from the ground. Buildings were said to have been stripped of their thatch. The owner, Morton the Younger, was so terrified that he drained the moat and returned the skull to its place. Only then, tradition says, did the storm subside. The legend didn't stop there. Tenants refused to cover the square opening in the wall where the skull rested, believing it needed the aperture open to remain calm. And in one of the strangest details of all, the skull's continued presence became an actual legal condition of tenancy. If you lived at Wardley Hall, you lived with the skull. But for decades, the identity of the skull was a matter of speculation, and one rival legend suggested it belonged to a violent 17th century rake named Roger Downes, a notorious courtier of Charles II. The story claimed Downes murdered a tailor in a drunken rage and later had his own head struck from his body during a brawl, only for the severed head to be delivered to his family at Wardley Hall. It's a dramatic tale, but in 1779 the Downes vault was opened and Roger's skeleton was found still intact, head and all. That legend was officially debunked. The real story is far darker and true. The skull belongs to Saint Ambrose Barlow, a Benedictine monk executed during the fierce anti-Catholic persecutions of 1641. Born Edward Barlow, he ministered secretly for 24 years before being arrested on Easter Sunday. His crime? Being a Catholic priest, considered treason at the time. On September 10th, 1641, he was hanged, drawn and quartered. His severed head was then placed on a pike in Manchester as a warning to others. But his cousin Francis Downes, the Catholic Lord of Wardley Hall, risked everything to retrieve the head and hide it within the manor. For over a century, its hiding place remained secret. During demolition work around 1745, the head was rediscovered inside a hidden chapel wall. Witnesses at the time said it still had auburn hair and a full set of teeth, matching descriptions of Ambrose Barlow. Forensic testing in 1959 confirmed it. The skull belonged to a man in his 50s, Barlow's exact age, and bore the marks of a head violently severed, then piked for display. Every detail aligned. In 1961, the Diocese of Salford officially recognised the relic as the skull of St Ambrose Barlow, one of England's 40 martyrs. Today, Wardley Hall serves as the residence of the Bishop of Salford, and the skull still rests in its niche by the stairs, no longer seen as a curse object, but a holy relic. Even so, the old stories remain. Storms, curses, and a guardian spirit protecting its home. So what preserved this skull for nearly 4 centuries? Fear or faith? Or perhaps, as the legend suggests, something watching over Wardley Hall even now?
Good stuff, intriguing. I might have to look at the other clips that he's done of them.
Well, hey, that's...
Yeah, instead that was part 4. There must be other stories about different skulls around, so I might have to revisit some of his videos and have a look at them. Intriguing stuff. Let us know your thoughts on any of those clips. I do appreciate you coming by. It means a lot. As I said, if you wouldn't mind hitting the thumbs up on this video, sub to the channel if you haven't already, and leave your thoughts in the comments. That's what we want to do here. We want to have discussions around the clips we've seen and sort of give us your thoughts on if you think they're real or not, or how they might have been faked if they have been and stuff. Always intrigued to know about stuff like that. But yeah, as I said, I am grateful for you all coming by, spending time watching, and we are getting nearer Christmas. I'll try and keep the videos coming out throughout. I'm not sure what days Christmas falls on. Christmas Day is a Thursday, which is when I normally do one of my usual videos, so I might put that out on the Wednesday instead, Christmas Eve. But yeah, all good stuff. In the meantime, have a good one, and I shall catch you in the next video. Don't get too scared out there.